Hey guys, Ryan Gill here with Hunt Primitive, and today I want to talk to you about agatized coral. Now why I want to talk to you about this stuff is because it is very deceiving the way it looks on the outside. The outside cortex of this stuff is all this ancient coral heads, and if you don't know what agatized coral is, it's essentially like million-year-old coral that was growing on Florida when Florida was a shallow sea. And when the seas receded, the organics were replaced by silica, and now we have a very knappable rock, which this stuff is super neat because of it. In fact, a lot of this you can actually see little polyps from the coral in these individual pieces. Now I do sell this on my website, huntprimitive.com, but I wanted to talk to you today because this stuff's kind of deceiving when you look at it. And I've had people say, well, that doesn't look very pretty, that looks like really low-grade coral. And here's the reason why. When you heat treat rocks, they don't immediately change the color. Okay, so look how grainy this piece is. It doesn't look very good at all, right? So people could say, well, that piece isn't very good. But now, after it's heat treated and you remove a flake, which is what I did here, you can see how drastically it changes. It brightens up some of the blue colors, it slickens up, and it gets rid of all this grainy material. So then here, let's look at another example of it. And here you go, see how grainy it looks. There's some color in this one. And then this is a flake that I removed. So this is actually really high grade stuff. It's really good. Now, the unfortunate part about this coral is a lot of times it comes in these very abstract pieces. So you have to be a little bit of an experienced knapper to be able to work points and knife blades out of this stuff. But of course, I don't sell anything that I don't look at and say, yes, I could get a point out of that. It doesn't mean that beginner napper is going to be able to get a point, but hopefully you don't throw it away. Just set it aside, practice on some of the easier pieces, and then come back to the more difficult pieces when you get started. So I just wanted to show you again, this is the difference on this one here, what it kind of looks like when it comes before it's been heat treated, and then when you remove flakes. So this is off the same exact coral head, and you can see the difference in this that the heat treating makes. So when you see pictures of this stuff, say like on my website, and you're thinking, man, it looks like really rough rock, I just haven't removed the outer layer off of every single piece. But what I always do is I always go through and at least remove one or two flakes like I did on this one to show the really pretty stuff on the inside. And if it's a big piece, I usually remove a piece off of each side. So if you're interested in this agatized coral, you can check it out at huntprimitive.com or gillsprimitive.archery.com. They both go to the same exact place. So thanks for checking in, and I'll even pop a picture or two of some agatized coral points that I've made out of the same exact stuff. So give it a check out, and we'll catch you on the next adventure.